As you can see, I'm representing. Green Bay is saying goodbye to number 17. Davante Adams was just traded to the Las Vegas Raiders to go play with his college quarterback, Derek Carr. The deal is reportedly worth an incredible, what was it, 150. No, that was Aaron Rodgers' deal. Aaron Rodgers' deal was $150 million for 3 years. Adams' deal is going to be a 5-year contract, and it is going to be for $28.5 million a year, from what I am told. Looks like Rob Demovsky, the Packers beat writer, has been reporting on this, and he says that the Packers actually were willing to match the Raiders' offer, but Davante had soured enough on Green Bay after having the franchise tag slapped on him that he no longer wanted to stay in Green Bay. So he said, no, I'd like to play elsewhere, and turned down the money and the offer from Green Bay and got traded. Aaron Rodgers was in the know about this the entire time. He was made aware of the developments with Davante in recent days and was well aware of what was going on. So I don't think we are going to have any major defections from Aaron Rodgers, although no one can really tell from one day to the next, depending on his mood that he's in. But what the Packers are going to be getting back in compensation, it sounds like, is this year's first round and second round draft picks from the Las Vegas Raiders. Their first round draft pick is the number 22 overall pick in the draft. So that will give Green Bay a couple of picks in both the first and second round, which I don't see, quite honestly, how they don't take a receiver in the first round now. You have 2 first-round picks. I do not see how you don't take a receiver in the first round with at least one of them. So at that point, they'll be able to do that. Now that they don't have to re-sign Davante, it does free them up to make some more free agent moves because they don't have that $20.5 million franchise tag on their salary cap any longer. So if they wanted to go after a Jarvis Landry or a Julio Jones or something like that are on the free agency market right now, it clears them up to go after that, as well as go after a first-round wide receiver this year and try to land their own version of Jamar Chase, with Aaron Rodgers, of course, throwing him the football. So this isn't the end of the world, Packers fans. You're getting 2 extremely high draft picks, and Green Bay usually does a pretty doggone good job drafting players. And who knows, maybe forcing Aaron to move the ball around instead of keying in on one guy will actually help out a little bit. Seeing how when he was forced to go down to Arizona, when he had none of his starting wide receivers, and he had to basically throw it to a bunch of guys from his practice squad, and he figured out how to defeat the only undefeated team left in the NFL. Well, he knows how to look to his reads and figure all that stuff out, but Davante Adams has become his whoopee blanket over the past several seasons, and why wouldn't he? He's one of, if not the best in the game. So, but now that he's out of the building, they're going to have to regroup and figure it out. They still have a ton of talent on that team, an offensive-minded head coach. A little bit of the numbers for Davante. He has set the Packers' single-season record for receptions with 123 and receiving yards with 1,553 last season. Became just the 6th player in NFL history with 120-plus catches. 1,500 plus yards and 11 plus touchdown catches in the same season. Wow. That is impressive. He's also the only player in NFL history with 3 seasons, 2018, 2020, and 2021, of 110 plus catches. No other player's done that. Had 3 seasons of 110 catches, 1,350 plus receiving yards and 11 plus receiving touchdowns, and one of just 3 players in league history with 650 plus receptions, 8,000 plus receiving yards, and 70 plus touchdown catches in his first 8 seasons in the NFL. The only other 2 players to do that? Yeah, Marvin Harrison and Larry Fitzgerald. So a couple of no-names there. So, yeah, Davante Adams in some very elite company with that. He's been a Pro Bowl selection in each of the past 5 seasons and a first-team All-Pro in the past 2. Adams has 669 receptions for over 8,000 yards and 73 touchdowns in 8 seasons. He was selected by the Packers in the 2nd round of the 2014 draft. So once again, Davante Adams has been traded by the Green Bay Packers to the Las Vegas Raiders for a couple of draft picks, 1st rounder and a 2nd rounder this year. Now, there's rumored to be a player involved with that trade as well, that the Raiders are also sending a player over, but I haven't gotten confirmation of that, nor have I heard who that player might be. So that is not confirmed as of yet, if there is going to be a player or not. And that contract, like I said, is going to be a 5-year contract in the neighborhood of between $28 and $29 million a year. And like I said, the Packers were willing to actually match that, and Davante turned it down. Said that, I don't want to be in Green Bay anymore. I want to. He's got a house in Las Vegas. Derek Carr is one of his best friends in the world. They played college ball together at Fresno State. Feels like he's been treated wrongly by the front office in Green Bay by having the franchise tag. How dare you offer me $20.5 million a year? But that's the name of the game these days, folks. It's as much to do about ego as anything else, and a lot of these players with these chiseled physiques and unbeatable athletic talents have very fragile egos when it comes to these things. So we'll see moving forward. I want to thank Davante Adams for being somebody that I've loved to cheer for and watch play the position of wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers for the last several years, because when him and Aaron have been on, I think I don't think no one can argue that they have been the best wide receiver quarterback duo in the game for the last several seasons. When they are clicking, that back shoulder throw is just nasty. I hope he develops something like that with Derek Carr. They can get that magic back from Fresno State. But watching Aaron and Davante play together has just been an absolute pleasure for the last several seasons. We are going to miss that. Green Bay fans, like I said, you don't have to hang your heads. You have some really high draft picks coming and some salary cap space now where you can go out and get some elite talent to bring in there.